Tamra Judge, a star of Real Housewives of Orange County, has revealed the familial conflict that Danielle Cabral, a star of Real Housewives of New Jersey, is experiencing. Several topics have been briefly discussed by Danielle, and there are some of them. The details, however, have not been discussed in great detail by her. Currently, Tamara is revealing some information that she has learned during times when it may not have been appropriate for her to do so. What exactly did she have to say then? Continue reading for further information. At the beginning of her appearance on RHONJ, Danielle Cabral disclosed that she and her brother were experiencing difficulties. The connection was really tense, and she was even having a difficult time with her father because of her brother that she was dealing with. She had a strong desire to be in a closer relationship with her father, but this was also proving to be impossible. Fortunately, Danielle and her father were able to have a tender moment through the medium of texting as the season came to a close. Although it appears that they have a bright future ahead of them, it is unfortunate that she is unable to make amends with her brother. Fans have witnessed the extent to which Joe Gorga and Teresa Giudice's relationship deteriorated to the point where they were unable to even work together on a film. Now, Tamra Judge, who is famous for her role on Real Housewives of Orange County, has revealed the reason why Danielle and her brother stopped communicating. Aside from the fact that they did not have a relationship, nobody was aware of the logistics prior to today. According to Monsters and Critics, Tamara was hosting her podcast, Two Teas in a Pod, when Melissa Gorga, who serves as Danielle's co-star on Real Housewives of New Jersey, appeared as a guest. Melissa, who was similarly confused by the questions that Teddi Mellencamp, Tamara's co-host, had concerning Danielle and her brother, was perplexed by the queries. Without a doubt, Tamara was able to provide some insight into everything that was going on. On the other hand, it seems like Teddi had heard this story previously, but Melissa had not, which was absolutely incredible. In response to her brother's characterization of her as a raving maniac, she informed Tamra Judge that she had some breaking news. Danielle had blocked her brother. Following that, she made the decision to not attend his wedding, and while she did drop a few hints, she never went into detail. Despite the fact that she never reacted to the message, Truth Tamra Judge claims that she has no idea whether or not this is truthful. So what were the reactions of her followers to the narrative that she shared about Danielle Cabral and her brother? In conclusion, do you trust what Tamra stated about Danielle, or do you believe that she was telling the truth during the entire conversation? To add insult to injury, Tamra should have decided to keep her mouth shut because it was not her story to tell. Please let us know, and make sure to tune in to RHONJ on Thursdays on Bravo. In a twist that has left Bravo fans rubbing their eyes in disbelief, Real Housewives of Orange County star Tamra Judge has apparently decided that New Jersey's drama isn't just for the Garden State girls. According to multiple sources and a few eyebrow-raising podcast moments, Tamra has been dishing on RHONJ's Danielle Cabral, and not just about her fashion choices or on-camera shade. No, Tamra is hinting at something much deeper. Family secrets that Danielle has allegedly tried to keep under wraps. For those who have been following both franchises, the crossover is unexpected but not entirely shocking. Tamra has built her brand on telling it like it is, which in Bravo speak often means bringing up the one thing you shouldn't mention at the exact wrong or right time. And when it comes to Danielle Cabral, Tamra seems to think the viewers deserve the full, unfiltered truth. The first hint of trouble. The whole situation began brewing after Tamra had Danielle on as a guest on her podcast Two Teas in a Pod, co-hosted with Teddi Mellencamp. The interview started innocently enough. Danielle discussed her second season on RHONJ, the pressures of filming, and her friendships with the other Jersey women. But in classic Tamra style, the conversation took a turn. Without naming names, Tamra asked Danielle if her family situation had changed since filming. Danielle appeared visibly caught off guard, laughing nervously and deflecting with a vague, "Oh, you know, it's always complicated." That one sentence was enough to set Tamara off. "Well, I heard," she began, pausing dramatically, "that there's way more going on with you and your relatives than what we see on the show. And some people think you've been hiding it." The allegations. From there, Tamra hinted at alleged behind-the-scenes family feuds involving Danielle's extended relatives. Not just her infamous fallout with her brother, a storyline that first introduced her on RHONJ, but deeper rifts. Tamra claimed she'd spoken to mutual acquaintances, a term that Bravo fans know is code for "someone who called me after a few glasses of wine," who suggested that Danielle's strained family relationships extend well beyond the one feud highlighted on television. According to Tamra's version of events, Danielle has allegedly cut off contact with multiple family members over disagreements that have nothing to do with the cameras, but could, in Tamra's words, make for some explosive TV if they ever came out. "She's got skeletons," Tamra said with a smirk, "and I'm not talking about Halloween decorations." Danielle's side of the story. So far, Danielle hasn't directly addressed Tamra's comments, but she did post a cryptic Instagram story the next day that read, "Some people talk because they want attention. Others stay quiet because they're protecting what matters most. Remember that." The post, paired with a photo of Danielle clinking glasses with her husband, Nate, was seen by fans as a subtle clapback to Tamra. Those close to Danielle say she's furious about the intrusion into her personal life, especially from someone outside her own franchise. Danielle doesn't mind defending herself against the Jersey girls, one insider explained, but she's not interested in some OC pot stirrer dragging her family into things. She sees this as Tamra trying to make headlines at her expense. Why Tamra might be getting involved. Tamra's motivations remain a point of debate among fans. Some believe she's simply being Tamra, stirring up drama wherever she goes. Others think there may be a calculated reason for targeting Danielle in particular. Tamra knows the Bravo audience overlaps, one reality TV blogger speculated. By inserting herself into an RHONJ feud, she's tapping into another fan base. It's strategic. She's keeping her name in the mix even when RHOC isn't airing. There's also speculation that Tamra and Danielle crossed paths at multiple BravoCon events, and that their off-camera conversations might have involved a little too much champagne and a few loose lips. The fans react. Bravo viewers are divided on whether Tamra's reveal is a bombshell truth or a cheap shot. Some are thrilled to see franchises mixing it up. "I love when the housewives cross over," one fan tweeted. Tamra calling out Danielle is the chaos I didn't know I needed. Others think Tamra should stay in her own lane. "Girl, you've got enough drama in Orange County," another posted. "Don't drag Jersey families into your mess." The conversation has sparked online threads dissecting Danielle's family tree, with amateur Bravo detectives attempting to piece together who Tamra might be referring to, and what incidents have been left on the cutting room floor. The Jersey cast weighs in. While no official statements have come from Danielle's RHONJ co-stars, a few subtle social media moves have fans talking. Margaret Josephs liked a tweet calling Tamra the ultimate truth teller, while Jennifer Aydin posted a photo of herself and Danielle laughing together, captioned, "Real friends don't believe everything they hear." Even Teresa Giudice, known for her loyalty to certain cast members, has stayed quiet, a silence some interpret as her way of letting Danielle fight her own battles. The BravoCon factor. The timing of Tamra's comments is also worth noting. BravoCon is just around the corner, and Tamra has been announced as a panelist for several cross-franchise events. There's already buzz that she and Danielle could end up on stage together, a scenario producers might just encourage for the sake of fan-pleasing drama. If you think Tamra will shy away from bringing it up again, you're wrong, a Bravo insider teased. She lives for those moments when the audience gasps. Will it make it onto RHONJ? While Tamra's remarks happened outside the RHONJ cameras, it's entirely possible the topic could bleed into filming. The Jersey women are notorious for confronting castmates with outside gossip, and if any of them feel that Tamra's intel is worth repeating, Danielle could find herself on the defensive in a very public way. Once it's out there, it's fair game, one production source admitted, and the fact that it's coming from a housewife in another city just makes it more unpredictable. What's next? For now, Danielle appears to be sticking to her ignore and move on strategy, while Tamara continues to drop sly hints without revealing too much. But given Tamara's history, it's unlikely she'll keep the rest of her information, true or not, to herself forever. Tamara knows exactly what she's doing, a Bravo veteran said. She dangles a little bit of gossip, waits for people to start speculating, and then feeds them just enough to keep the fire going. It's a slow burn, and by the time it explodes, she's already got her next headline lined up. If the crossover feud does heat up, it could mark a new era of Bravo drama, one where the lines between franchises blur and no one's personal life is safe from another city's pop star. And if anyone's going to lead that charge, it's Tamra RHONJ.